Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This will go up as two blogs because I'll have them separately on my YouTube channel. Kenaz Aaron Crichlow, it was his first offense. Well, the first one he was arrested for, and he was arrested for killing Jeremiah Grannum, also known as Gunner, and Chemo Antonio Bryan. He had a couple previous offenses. He was before the court a couple times, not many, but they are both, Crichlow and Bryan are both going down. They got 40 years. They got life, okay? They were sentenced to life imprisonment after, because they did plead guilty, so they get a third off for their early guilty plea, and because they spent about 5 years behind bars, that will be deducted, so it is left for them to spend 22 years in prison after everything, all the time, whatever time should be deducted was deducted. 22 years to go. So the deceased, Grannum, it seems as though they were in a house where the person who owns the house would accommodate them and cook for them, and they were hang out there. So three of them got into some sort of altercation, and when the owner of the house asked them to leave, the next day Grannum was sitting somewhere, 6th Avenue somewhere, here it is. He was sitting on the block, excuse me, in 6th Avenue, New Orleans, and the other two, what's their names? Crichlow and Bryan, they cornered him, and one person was shooting from one corner and the other person was shooting from the other corner. And then when he was hit, Grannum, when he was hit and on Jeremiah, I'm talking about Jeremiah Gunner, when he was hit and on the ground, they stood over him and pumped him with just some more to make sure, just to make sure. So they were before Graves, Carlisle Graves. You know, he doesn't play. He's not like the other one. What's his name? I have his face in my mind, but I can't remember his name. But Carlisle Graves, as a justice, he does not play. So he was saying that it's so interesting how they can easily kill someone that looks like them, talks like them, that lives in the same neighborhood that they live in. They eat the same food. They're from the same soil. They're all from the same soil, and you can so easily take them out, kill them. You know, it's like you're killing yourself when you look down on that body. And Grannum was only 21 years old when it happened. And when you see someone on the ground and you are over them and you are looking at them, at some point, you need to see yourself in those situations. Okay? Everyone you see, I've said it before, you should see yourself in that person, because it's a mirror. You're actually looking and dealing with yourself. Okay? So when you get to the point where you are so removed from that spirituality, from something that should be innate. It's within you. It's there. And when you can get to the point where you are so dark on the inside that you do not even realize that you are dealing with yourself, you're cheating yourself, you're robbing yourself, you're RAing yourself, you are killing yourself, you are going down. You are going down. Okay? So they have 22 years more to spend. They are currently at the hotel there in St. Philip, also known as Dodds, and they are going to be there. So I think one is in his 20s. Let me see. Okay, Bryan is 29. Let me show you what Bryan looks like. This is Chemo Antonio Bryan, and I have a photo of him with his shirt off. I hate when they do that, but hey, you know, that's him here. Okay, let me get it straight here. Yeah, so he is, let me go back here, he is 29. Let me go back here, take it off of that. Yeah, he is 29. See it here? So he is 29 and Crichlow is only 24 years old. So by the time he gets out, he'll be around 46, and he'll be, how many years they got? He'll be 51. Okay, he got 22 years. Yeah, 51-ish, yeah. So let me show you what the other one looks like. This is, they have him here. This is probably during that time, that period, where they had him in a mask. And I cannot find a photo with him face on, just straight face. Sorry, I looked, but I cannot find a photo of him with his mask off, okay? But I did do my due diligence. I did search the internet. Yeah, but they're both going down for a long time. But by the time they come out, if one is going to be 46-ish, and the other one's going to be 51-ish, they'll still be making babies. They'll still be getting girls. They'll still be doing their own thing. You know, it doesn't stop anything. It doesn't stop the presses. Someone going to prison for killing someone does not mean anything in Barbados, because women need to have a water bill paid. They need to have a light bill paid. They need to have gas in their car or bus money. There's always a reason to have a guy around, okay? Whether, you know, they'll be paying some part of a bill, they'll be doing something. Nothing ain't for free. It ain't for free, okay? Love ain't for free, okay? So yeah, when they get out, they'll be getting the release that they want, and you know, life goes on as usual. It goes on as usual, and in the meanwhile, this young guy, Grannum, is dead. So you have to look at things straight on. Is it worth it? Is it even worth getting into an argument? Is it worth hanging out at a shop where you know you could get into an argument? Is it worth staying in Barbados? Would it have been better for Jeremiah Grannum? Would it have been better for him to go and find a trade, learn how to build houses, learn how to, you know, move mortar, like become a plumber, become, you know, the people who work with blocks and that kind of stuff, you know? Wouldn't it have been better for him to be about his business, trying to make money, trying to maybe have a house, you know, a small vehicle, one that can carry his tools and that kind of stuff? Wouldn't it have been better for him to have moved in a different way and gone on with his life? But then again, everything is written. It is written, and it was written that he would have left your domain at 21 years old. It's written, and you believe in that, right? You believe in the Bible, right? Okay. So yeah, things happen when they're supposed to happen. Nothing happens that's not supposed to happen. You believe that, right? Okay. So these two are going down 40 years sentence, and with deductions, and they know that when they plea, a whole third is coming. You know, a third is a lot. If you go to the store and they say a third off, that's a lot of money off, you know. So a third is significant. And then whatever time they spend at the hotel, that is deducted. So they have about what they say here, 22 years. See, they said it here, right there, about 22 years more to go before they're eligible for any sort of release from the hotel there in St. Philip, also known as DOS. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.